Salve omnes, this is Amelia, also known as the Martian Geek. We're back to New Super Mario Brothers, and we're on World 2 right now. But we're not gonna head to 2-1 just yet. I have some unfinished business in World 1, actually. Specifically, there is one level in World 1 that we actually did not do. That being a sort of secret level. Whoops, wrong option. Yeah. It's not really secret. All you need to do to access it is spend 5 star coins to go through here. Which is easy enough. But they are treated a little bit differently from the regular levels, because this is 1A. Yes, it's given a letter instead of a number. So, let us see what awaits us in 1A. Well, we have 26 lives at any rate. And there's water. It's our first underwater level! Why it's here instead of in World 3, which is the actual water world, I'm not really sure. The level starts out simple enough. But then, after a few screens, it starts auto-scrolling. Yes, they did just do that. They put an auto-scrolling water level in the game, and in World 1, no less. Still, though, with those two things put together, all things considered, this level is not as bad as you'd expect. Also, we have these shark enemies, which I don't think show up anywhere else in this game or in any other New Super Mario Brothers game. And they have a noticeably different art style from everything else in this game. So, I don't know, they're weird. I don't know if they were in any other Mario games, maybe one of the 3D ones that I never played or something. I never exactly got too far in Super Mario 64, so for all I know, that's where they came. Whoa! Invisible blocks! They're everywhere. I actually had no idea those were even there. I don't recall invisible blocks in this stage. But, okay. Also, you want to go up this pipe. Because it's our second star coin already. Those two are really close together. And those things do not give you any power-ups or anything else of note. Coins are not anything of note, so... Back down the other pipe, and... back to the auto-scrolling. Joy sauce. And I guess this one does have the midway point. I was thinking it didn't. Okay, good, I got it. Now let's see if I can actually not get hit for the rest of the level. If I can do that, the fact that I got that power-up will save me from having to make a cut. What power-up is this? Well, it's the blue shell power-up, and actually we don't exactly get to see it. Well, okay, I guess I can't keep it. Wow, and I missed all the red, and I missed the last red coin too. Blue shell power-up is something unique to the first New Super Mario Brothers. I could tell you what it does, but I prefer to show rather than explain, and an underwater level, well, this blue shell power-up really doesn't do anything in an underwater level. You have to be on land for it to work properly. Also more lag. Whoa, what'd that shark just do? Also, you want to hurry to the right here and get around and go in here, unless you're small, in which case you can fit through there. If you're not small, well, the auto-scrolling will probably ensure that you have to either go around or you're just not going to get the 3rd star coin. Back on land, we find the flagpole, naturally.
So nice.
So that was it. That was 1A. Not too hard of a stage, despite being an underwater level, and despite being an auto-scrolling level. And it was actually fairly useless. I mean, we get there... You can access 1A after 1-4, and it gives you a brand new path up to the castle here. But it's still one level, and you can still do the same thing. You can still get to the castle by going through 1-5, and 1-5, I would argue, is probably more fun. So I'm not really sure what the deal with that is, but whatever, it's another level to do, so why not? Now, about the secret exit in this stage. It requires a power-up that... The only place you can get it at this point in the game is in 1A. It was indeed that blue shell power-up that I inadvertently lost. So I'm going to cut back to here when I actually have it. I'll see you guys in a bit. You guys remember this room, right? It's the room with these blocks that have seemingly no way to break them. Well, I guess you can ground pound the first one or two, but that's what the shell suit's for. This thing, well, if you run, you will turn into a shell like that, and that's how you break those bricks. You bounce around like crazy, and actually it is a bit uncontrollable, but it's so fun to use. And the only way you can stop the shell once it gets going is to let go of the Y button. Simple enough. Man, I like the blue shell. And it only showed up in this first game. Unlike the mini mushroom, why couldn't that have been the one that was only in the original Super Mario Bros. And the blue shell, the power-up that made it to the other three? Oh, well, yeah. That's the difference between Mario Kart and New Super Mario Bros. Oh, hey, hit the top of the flagpole. I did that perfectly, I guess. Or something like that.
So nice.
Also, it's worth noting this is the only New Super Mario Bros. Game where Mario does not say something different if he touches the secret exit. In the others, he'll say something like, "Hoo-hoo, this way." At least I think that's what he's saying. But yeah, in Mario Kart, blue shells are a bad thing. In New Super Mario Bros., they're a good thing. They power you up. So now we are at one cannon.
Here I go.
And this basically is the warp zone analog of New Super Mario Bros. You see a cannon here marked W5. Jump into that cannon and you get blasted off to World 5. And is there any way to exit this stage once you're in it? Apparently not. Well, since I'm not going to World 5 right now, this doesn't count. So, I'll see you back at the overworld. Okay, so that actually went pretty quickly. 1A didn't take much time, and neither did that secret exit. So with that, I think we do have time for a bit of World 2, don't you? World 2 in this game, naturally, is the desert world. Seems like World 2 is always a desert world, or at least World 2 is a desert almost as often as World 1's a grassland. Especially in all 4 New Super Mario Bros. Games, where World 2 is always a desert. Super Mario Bros. 3 is probably what they were inspired by, I'm guessing, since that probably had the most well-known desert world too. Even if it wasn't the first, that would be Super Mario Bros. 2. But then Super Mario Bros. 2 had multiple desert and grassland worlds. The point is, we're into 2-1. With 31 lives and a shell suit that I'm probably not going to use for much. Okay, that question mark has a fire flower, so I'm not going to hit that. And we see our old friends, the Spinies. These weird yellow blocks, you hit them from below, and they'll spawn more yellow blocks above them, up to 4. I believe there's actually an unused variation of this sprite that exists in the game where the blocks will turn solid, permanently solid after you hit all 4 of them, but you never see that one in the actual game. And whoa, that's a mighty big Pokey. Yeah, the Pokies have grown since their last appearance, apparently. I'm sorry, sir, but 3, 4, and 5 are valid values for number of segments on a Pokey, and whoa, that's why the shell can be a bit dangerous. I still like it, though. Also, right here, it's worth noting, well, and here, it's worth noting that these platforms do, in fact, interact with the Pokies, as you can see right now. That was not the case in any of the 8 and 16-bit Mario games. But it's the case here, so beware. Also, that mini pipe down there, yes, you can go down it, if you're mini, but it has absolutely nothing of note in it. No star or no star coins, and no secret exit, so therefore I do not care about it, since I'm not going to go out of my way to get a mini mushroom to go down there. Switch here, and now that I think about it, it's probably harder to get to the top of the flagpoles in this first game, because in the other 3, at least I assume it was all 3 of them, maybe not New Super Mario Bros. 2, can't remember for sure, but at least in the Wii and Wii U versions, you could actually do a little bit of a spin in the air to give yourself a little extra distance. Can't do that here. Now we're in World 2-2, which is apparently on a grassy place, and apparently uses beach graphics. I'm not really sure why. The gimmick of this stage is Lakitu. Yeah, you remember him. one of the few enemies that's not a Koopa or Goomba that appeared in the original Super Mario Brothers, and that's why we... Oh, hey! Hardly ever get opportunities like that. Yeah, if you can, you probably want to get rid of Lakitu, but at the same time, you also want to do that because you need to ride as Cloud for some things, including, I believe, at least one of the star coins. I thought that was the first one. I can't remember for sure. Can I ground pound through here? Okay, yeah, but now I could just be a complete cheater-peter and go over pretty much the whole level by just using the Cloud, but I'm not going to do that. That would be rather unsporting. We have piranha plants and... Ah, you were supposed to die from that, Lakitu. Some very risky power-ups and coins there. Whoa. And those Spinies are kind of tricky to get around sometimes because they apparently change direction every time there's a bot in the music. I believe there's something up here. Let's see. Yes, there is. And it is a bonus room, if I remember. Yes. I'm pressing up. Okay, there we go. So here we will find some coins, and we will find the third star coin. If you do it right, you only really have to shoot up each of those pipes once. Okay, how far did that put me ahead in the level? One of the few cases where you actually... Okay, here we go. One of the few cases where you actually see one of those tilting mushrooms that's not in an actual athletic level. Thank you, Lakitu. Whoa! Okay, well at least Lakitu's gone now. And there's the flagpole. I'm not really sure why, but it seems like of all the stages in the game, this one... Oh hey! I got the bonus because 211 time units left. It seems like I have an odd habit on this stage of either running out of time or getting very close to it, and I'm not really sure why. Probably because I tried to explore everything on both the ground and the sky with the Lakitu Cloud. But yeah, I had plenty of time left that time. If you just go for the important stuff, it shouldn't be a problem. We're on to 2-3, and if you notice the level dot down there, this one does indeed have a secret exit. So naturally, I'll be going for that. We're in the sewers. I believe this is one of 2 sewer levels in the game. I think one of them in World 6. What is it? 6-3 maybe? Is one? I guess I can't remember for sure now. Yeah, well, I'll find out when I get to World 6. And swoopers are back. Also, no, they did not bother to make separate music for the sewer levels. Would have been neat. They could have done a remix of, like, Super Mario RPG's dungeon theme or something like that. But they didn't. This is probably the game that started the whole Nintendo gets really lazy with their music thing. New Super Mario Brothers, Yoshi's Island DS, and speaking of Yoshi's Island, have you heard the soundtrack for Yoshi's New Island? I've heard it's not quite as bad as the trailers make it seem, but good lord, they remix the same stupid... Well, I guess that's neither here nor there anyway. The important part is we have these yellow gates here, and we have a bit of a puzzle, but not too much of one. And that piranha plant's just going to keep bugging me since I lost my fire flower. Let's see, I want to go down here, and that's the way you get that coin. I believe that was the second one? Yeah, pretty sure it was the second one. Go up here. This level is a bit of a maze, but not terribly difficult to figure out. And there's an invisible one up. Curiously empty space there. And here we have an orange switch. That switch raises the water level. And you might notice a vertical passage there. Yes, that is important. That is in fact where the secret exit is. But I'm ignoring that for now. And my, that's about a big piranha plant, isn't it? Yeah, those things actually can't even be killed in one hit with fire power. They take 3, as we can demonstrate now. 1, 2, and 3. Well, on the other, excuse me, on the other hand, if you do manage to kill them with fire, they give you a lot of coins. Okay, this part. This is where it gets a lot more maze-like, but it's still really not that difficult. If you run like that, you can get the 3rd star coin. It doesn't look like you should be able to drop onto that platform from the other one, but you can, so... Okay, we go up here. Don't think there's anything of note in there. No, there is not. Do I want to go up here? Yeah, I want to explore every passage. Okay, this part. Now, this switch, you can probably guess what that does. It turns those blocks solid. And I'm gonna run out of time for that. Whoops. Okay, let's see if we can't do a little better this time. And out of here. And goal point. And I completely did not hit the top of that goal pole. Oh well.
So nice.
So there's a normal exit, and naturally it just takes us to 4. But, yeah, secret exit time. I will see you guys back in that one room. Okay, so here we are. Back by the switch. Hit that, move quickly, swim up here, and we'll find another switch that will raise the water level even farther. And you really have to hurry on that one because you don't have a whole lot of time to get up there before the water goes back down. And there's the secret exit flagpole. Nice and shiny red. You know, I just thought of something. Why exactly is there a sewer in the middle of the desert? I'm not really sure. Where'd they even get the water to pump through the pipes, you know? Oh, well, there's some water. Yes, World 2A. World 2 has a secret level as well. But we will not get to that in this episode. That will be for one of the later few. And next time we will be starting on 2-4. So, I'll see you guys then.